Please enjoy this free clip of the No Spin News. To watch the full episode, you have to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium member, but it's fun. Simply visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.
I think I would add to, in Virginia, there was also a surprising turnout of Latino voters who chose Youngkin, who chose the Republican candidates over the Democrat. And that kind of plays along with what Donald Trump himself did when he won the Black vote and the Hispanic vote in defiance of what Democrats predicted. And I would also add to that I was watching many of the mainstream and left-leaning media outlets as these votes were being tallied last evening, and also this morning as the pundits were making their media waves and so forth. And it seems to me that Democrats are not going to learn any lessons here. They are digging down deep and just throwing the race card out left and right and painting these wins in Virginia as simply a turnout of white racist voters who can't stand the idea of teaching truthful history in the public school systems.
You must be watching MSNBC because that was their theme. Yep. I'm going to get to that. But look, I agree with you, and that's what I said. If you are a liberal, Democrat, progressive, you're not changing. You're just not changing. All right, no matter what happens to the country, and that's too bad. Now, what about African-American voters in Virginia? I have not looked at the polling breakdown. Did they come out in big numbers for McAuliffe?
I haven't seen the numbers of the demographics according to race, but Winsome Sears is a candidate, right? She's the first Black lieutenant governor in Virginia, and that's huge. That's historical. And the fact that the mainstream and left-leaning media don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, that's very significant.
You know, she's the one that has the gun, the picture of her holding the gun. So I think Winsome is kind of going against the tide there. Hispanic Americans, you cannot generalize about them, whereas you can with African Americans because their voting bloc is anywhere from 80 to 100% Democrat, depending on where they are. But Hispanics are much more, they have much more variety in their point of view. And so I'm not surprised that they, being very family oriented, again, generally speaking, really resented a gubernatorial candidate saying, hey, you know what? You don't have any say in public school and what these teachers put forth in the classroom. You button it. I mean, I don't think that played well in a Hispanic community.
No, and here's what I really think is going on. The Hispanic community, as you just pointed out, is big on family, but they're also big on faith. And if you look at Virginia and you look at what's been going on the last year and a half of the coronavirus clampdowns and the Democrats' weaponization of the coronavirus to continue clamping down on American freedoms, you're seeing a backlash from the evangelical, the faith-filled community, those in the church communities who are fed up with how the Democrat Party is running roughshod over religious rights, which are tied to the concept of God-given rights in America.
Hey, I'm sure you've noticed that everything is getting more expensive, and with all this printing money and spending by the progressives, I'm concerned the dollar's end could be near. If the government continues this way, the dollar could freefall and lose its coveted role as the world's reserve currency. That's why there's never been a more important time to consider gold and silver to protect you and your family. And American Hartford Gold is the only company I'm happy to put my name behind. I have done business with them myself. It just takes a quick phone call and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. Plus, tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. So please don't wait. Call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text Bill to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, the No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.